Hey, how are you? Well, I hope you didn't have any trouble this morning. Good. If you need any help, please ask. Why does Lady Sinclair look tired? Because she's an owl, silly. How did you not know? Oh, right. Humans can't always tell those things. My apologies. Oh, I'm a tree, hence the branches and leaves. Yes, even plant hybrids exist. There aren't too many of us in the world, though, sadly. Bina? You'll have to ask her. She doesn't like when people talk about her family trees when she isn't there to defend herself. I guess that's about how she puts it. So either way, that question is for her.
Everyone quiet. Good. Today, I don't want to hear any talk about anything negative. If I hear it, you will be chucked out the window. New student, yes, that is legal here, under circumstances. And this class and general area fit the circumstances. As to make sure you're blending efficiently, you too are at risk of being flung out the window. So don't expect any special treatment. Anyway, I want you all to sound like you're not doing anything questionable. If I see it, if I hear you talking about it, of something you shouldn't be doing, your punishment will be severe. Those are the only rules I have for the next week. Why I say the week is because you all now have a project. I want each of you to find a partner and create an interesting and informative article about them that you will present to the class. I don't care who you pick, as long as you get it done. I will fail you if your article is defamation or inaccurate. Yes, ma'am. All right, go about your day chatting or whatever. By the way, do not wake me unless it's an emergency.
Hey, do you want to...
Hey, human, you're my partner, Kay?
But I was asking him. You cut me off before I could even finish.
All right, human, who do you prefer to partner with? I was hoping we could try to get to know each other better. Let bygones be bygones and all that.
Please, use proper discernment.
See? He wants to partner with me.
Good luck with that decision.
We'll do just fine. Just you wait and see. I'm going to have lots of fun with this assignment. No, I didn't trick you in any way. I did give my word that you have a month before I start rearranging your life, so to speak. I plan to keep my promise. I'm sure many would like to know, how many hybrids have you eaten? None. I'll leave that blank for now. Maybe you'll remember the truth later. What about how many hybrids have you bullied? None. That's another to leave blank for now. What about how many have you sold? You know, as slaves or whatever of any kind. Jeez, aren't you supposed to be telling the truth? You're acting like the human politicians. You say what people want to hear, but refuse to disclose the truth. Fine, you can have a turn. What questions do you have? I will actually tell the truth with mine. I actually haven't eaten any humans as of yet. Personally, they look unappetizing. I haven't considered this bullying, but I did shove a human off the monkey bars on the playground once. She called me a mean name, so I had to show her the consequences of her harmful words. No, there was no other way to resolve it. Showing your opponent who's stronger is the best way to settle something like that. Besides, it worked for me. I never saw her at that playground again. I haven't sold any humans. I tend to keep my distance from them. Besides, I can't understand why people would want to buy a human. They're so plain-looking and weak. Personally, I think it's dumb to sell any type of people, especially humans. Why would I be upset? Oh, you thought if you asked me the same questions, I would get upset. See, my slate is clean. I have nothing to hide or get defensive for. I thought I could say the same for you, but it turns out you're still withholding things. But for the sake of peace, I shall ask the boring questions, like the season of your birth. How do you not know what that means? Were you born in the winter, spring, summer, or autumn? Jeez, that's all I wanted to know.
Hey there, friend. How are ya? I didn't get to talk to you the other day, but I'm Rosina. You can call me C, though. I've had almost everyone mispronounce my name in any which way, so I just go by C. So, how are you liking it here? Well, I'd suspect that. You're the only human, so naturally you'd get a bit uncomfortable. Pharrah, what about her? I wouldn't say she's mean. She's more like misguided, you see. She can be really sweet, but usually she's a bit rough around the edges with her words. She doesn't always mean to hurt people with words, though, so we tend to brush it off and forgive her, unless we can tell she's clearly being rude. That happens once in a while. Yeah, it's going to take a while for the class to come to terms with this change. A lot of us have been in the same school and classes since elementary. The one whose seat you're in was one of those that had been with us from way back then. So for her to no longer be here is like a loss in a way, almost like a death, so please be patient with us. Sooner or later we'll come around. No, we're not opposed to new people. It's just replacing one with another we have a hard time with. In the words of Lumi, who you haven't spoken to yet, it's like having a pack. You're together all your lives. Everyone knows each other's strengths, weaknesses, and placements. Lasting bonds were made, and love was in abundance. To now take one of those people away and put a stranger in their place causes a disturbance in the pack. We don't know this person. We may have to change how we go about formations and tactics on account of one new person because of their strengths and weaknesses. Do you understand? It's painful and will take much time to get accustomed to. I'm sure even Lady Sinclair's having a hard time on account of us, sadly. Even she has to change how she does things on account of a newcomer and our grievances. I told her to talk about negativity thing, and sure it's because of all of this. She's never made that a rule before. She's not being as strict as she was before we arrived. Luckily she's not in here, so I won't be chucked out the window. I think I'm gonna go back to my seat now. Have a good rest of your day.
What did you do to C? What did you say to her?
Calm yourself. Don't assume that he did something. What other reason is there for her to cry? Let him speak his piece before drawing conclusions and making a fool of yourself.
Fine. What happened, human?
I see. I'm sorry for Pharrah's outburst towards you.
Pharrah, Maggie shouldn't be apologizing for you. Own up and apologize. I'm sorry.
Please refrain from asking about her. We're not ready to talk about her, as you can clearly see.
Alright, what's your question?
No, we can't. The humans have forbid us from crossing over to their territory. Only specific people with permission from both human and hybrid governments may cross to and from. My father told me those hybrids who were chosen aren't allowed back into their old hometowns, so they don't get the urge to return to their old life. It's not fair, though! Can't your father do something? He's a king, for goodness sakes! Sadly, no. His power is limited to our people and territory. We can't make regulations or changes to other territories and types. It's just not fair. We have to make do with what we've got. Being sad won't help anything. And if she found out, she'd be very upset. Let's get back to our seats. The bell's gonna ring in a minute. Right. Have a good rest of your day, sir. Yes, and be safe on your way home.
Why is this room so dreary? So much for giving out a test.